if you're new to this channel, my name's Sarah. I go by that Divination Witch online. That is my main channel. On this channel, Hecate and Daughter, I share readings. And today is a collective reading for the month of August. I am just shuffling the True North Tarot and pulling cards. I have Hecate with me right now. And so I'm just asking her what to expect for this month ahead. We've already had 2 cards jump out. 3 now. So let's see. Now, if you would like to get a personal reading from me, my links are in the description below, as well as the link to my main channel. So the month of August seems to be very material based right now. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because the material world is the world that we live in. It's what we've got control over. It's our money. It's our security. It's our finances. So August is very much a time that we need to be thinking about that, okay? Being wary of that. Now, we've got 10 of coins first. And the 10 of coins is very much the epitome of being settled, being secure, having everything you could ever need and more. Friends, family around you as well, with those wants and needs, desires fulfilled. And that is what we are hoping for within this month, that everything will be okay, but we are worrying. We are worrying that it won't be. 5 of coins, that is the opposite. That can mean poverty. It's like when it rains, it doesn't just shower, it downpours, you know. Like, this is really, really worrying that the 10 of coins is not going to be achievable. However, 8 of coins is next. And this is why I'm saying this is very material based, this message for August. The 8 of coins is hard work. Hard work will pay off. So, although it's a worrying time and heading into this month, it's really highlighting stuff to do with our security. That may be the case, but if we have a plan and if we are actively working towards that plan, if we're trying our best and showing up, then everything will be okay. She is trying to put our minds at rest with the 4 of Cups. There is a lot of introspection here. Now, a little introspection is not a bad thing. We need it because we need to reflect on life, on the lessons brought to us, if we are learning, if we are growing. But when we overthink, when we think too much, then we may start thinking, oh my gosh, the world's going to end. Like, everything's going to implode. Everything's just going to collapse. That was me dramatically saying that. Well, not necessarily. Not everything's going to fall apart. The Chariot. Where there's a will, there is a way. The Chariot is all about success. And I like that the symbolism on this card. It is very much one of victory. We've got balance with the yin-yang symbol, but then those wings, they're very Egyptian-like. But to be honest, it made me think of Rome. It made me think of conquering things. And conquering isn't always a bad thing. Now, the True North Tarot is an indie tarot deck. I've had it for a few years. Obviously, it looks like Polaroid pictures, because it is technically. This Polaroid picture, I don't know where it is in the world. I'm sure if I look at the guidebook, it will tell me. But it's a volcano. And it's like, we can come out on top. We are safe from that. You know, the volcano may erupt. And this is reflected of these physical world worries. And I feel like what she's saying is like, some things are out of our control. Sometimes we may have more expenses than other times. This month is no different, okay? We may want smooth sailing. We may want all these things, but it doesn't mean what we want is going to always happen. So sometimes things will happen outside of our control. But if we are freaking out, if we are worrying, if we are thinking of that worst case scenario all of the time, then that's not going to make it better, is it? Worrying never made anything easier. Worrying, as they say, is suffering twice. You know, you're going through the situation, but then you're also thinking about the situation, making it worse, making like double the pain, double the trouble sort of thing. The Empress. For you ladies or people who identify with feminine energy, she's calling you to step into your power. The Empress is a ruler. She is not just the divine feminine. Yes, she can be motherly, kind, caring, that sort of vibe. But a mother is not just fluffy. A mother has to stand in her power and provide for her kids. She has to be a beacon of strength. And she is asking you, no, she is telling you to be a beacon of strength in your life for yourself. That you can be this. And that she herself, whether you work with her already, whether you even know her name, just think of her as Goddess. Goddess is there. Goddess is providing you with strength, with intuition to carry on. Reassurance, unconditional love. That is what she is doing. Oh my gosh. Queen of Wands, she really is. Queen of Wands is a card Hecate gave me a long time ago when I asked her, when I was a newbie still, what card represents you? And every time since then, if she gives me Queen of Wands, I just know she's supporting. She's supporting me, she's supporting you. Queen of Wands is motherly energy, yes, and it's exactly what I said there for the Empress, that it can be kind, warm, nurturing, because Wands is fire energy, okay? So think of goddesses of the home and hearth, how they can be soft, loving, beautiful, nurturing, caring energies. Of course they can. But they can also be damned harsh when they need to be. They can burn, fire burns. They can protect. Brigid, she is a goddess that, she is so well respected. She didn't die out. She's a saint now. She's venerated as Saint Brigid. And that's for a reason, because I've seen her fierce side, you know. She is a fiery goddess in all senses of the word. She is nurturing and caring, but if you get on her wrong side, I wouldn't want to be you. And that's very much goddess energy. And that's what Hecate is saying, that she's providing you this month in August the strength and the nurturing love to carry on. And you must take this on board. You must take that energy on board for yourself, for your loved ones, for your family, for your situation. And you must remember that to be nurturing is not weakness. It is also strength. And you must burn away the things that no longer serve you. The worries. Nine of Coins. We're back to the coins. The Nine of Coins is having abundance. Except like the Ten of Coins, this is luxury. This is everything you could ever want and more. Now, she's not saying that overnight you're going to win the lottery or anything like that. But belief is a big factor. If you can believe that you can achieve something, you can achieve it. It sounds simple because it is. It can be as simple as that. But belief is not just saying you can do it. It's not just the logical brain. It's the emotional brain. It's the subconscious as well. You have to get that through your mind. You have to live and breathe that. You can do this through affirmations. You can do this through prayer to whoever you believe in or whatever. But you should pray to yourself. You should pray to your higher self. You should be meditating on this, letting it sink into your psyche that you are capable, you're strong. This month is very much let go of that self-limiting energy. Let go of that. Bring in the abundance, whether it is money, but I don't think it's limited to that. It is the material world. It is your physical security. It is your physical happiness. We all need a bit of happiness. And, this world, we know it's a mess right now. All right, anyone with eyes. will know it's a mess right now. But we got this, okay? We got this, you got this. And that's what Hecate is saying. The goddess, the feminine, is with you. The feminine is not just weak. The feminine is strong. Listen to your inner feminine, whether you're a male or female, doesn't matter. Whoever, whatever you identify with, you have both sides in you. We all do. Listen to that. Be kind to yourself, but be strong for yourself. Don't take shit from yourself either. No negative self-talk. You got this, all right? You've got to be your biggest cheerleader this month. That is the vibe. 9 of Wands on the bottom of the deck before I go. Don't give up. Wands is our hopes, our dreams, our passion. It's back with the fiery energy. And 9 of Wands is somebody who is persistent no matter what. There is a saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. And it certainly wasn't. And these Roman themes, where they're coming from, like I'm just pulling them out of my mind. I've been drawn to Rome myself recently. The Romans were very advanced. They were a civilized people in some senses. They had philosophy, they had democracy, but they also had brutality, and they were cruel. And they were conquerors, and yep, but they also ruled most of the world. And especially at that day and age when they were around, that was not an easy thing to do. Do you think the empire, if the empire was personified, do you think they would have got there if they didn't believe? Yeah, so you got to believe. You got to believe in yourself. Conquer those doubts. And I feel like that is why Rome's in my mind, because Rome, I think of conquerors, to be honest. Not always the nicest of people, very brutal as a society, like I've said, but also civilized in other ways. It's like two sides of a coin. You need that balance, you know. So sometimes you do have to be brutal. And this is a brutal truth for August. So I hope this month brings everything you want and more. You got this. We've got this. If you found this reading useful, please hit like, hit subscribe. And yeah, go check out my stuff below, my main channel. And thanks for being here. Thank you to Hecate for the message. Thank you to everybody for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.